Okay guys, it is the moment you've all been waiting for. I'm going to be filming my everyday makeup tutorial. This has been a request on the channel since I first started my channel, and good news, my makeup routine has been the same for the last year and a half. But yes, this has been a highly requested video. I have a huge amount of girls watching on the channel, and I think it's like 70% of my viewers are female. So to you ladies, here you go. It's finally here for you. I hope you're excited about this. If you are, please be sure to like the video, and if you want to see more makeup tutorials in the future, of course be sure to like the video. That'll let me know. If it gets like a ridiculous amount of likes, then obviously that'll speak for itself, and I know that I'll need to film more things like this for you guys. As for the men on this channel, I know that this may not be your cup of tea, but just realize that I am trying to address these girls who have been asking for it on this channel for a long time now, and I know that this is totally different from the norm, but don't worry, the vlogs, the fitness videos, all that stuff is not ending. If anything, I might just incorporate this stuff for fun every once in a while. So without further ado, go ahead and watch the makeup tutorial, and I hope you guys enjoy it. First things first, I start off with some moisturizer, and here I'm just using the Badescu Skincare Oil-Free Moisturizer. I just feel like it's super important. Please don't mind my nails. I'm so embarrassed about that. I haven't been able to get them fixed, but I just feel like it's very important to moisturize your skin before you put on makeup, especially for myself since I have drier skin. I need some sort of base to make sure that my makeup doesn't settle into all of the fine lines on my face. Not fine lines, but just like random creases. The foundation that I use is the IT Cosmetics Your Skin But Better CC Plus Cream. This stuff is absolutely incredible. I could not imagine using anything else, and I use the shade medium, and also it has SPF 50+. And I use the Beauty Blender to apply that. A lot of girls do not know that you're supposed to dampen the Beauty Blender before you use it. I have so many girlfriends that I've bought Beauty Blenders for, and they don't dampen the Beauty Blender, and then I tell them like 6 months later and they're like, what have I been doing my whole life? So always dampen it, and then kind of towel blot it with with the towel, and then you apply. I just use about that much, and then I spread it around and put it all over my face. God, these nails are gonna kill me. Also focus it right around my nose area because it tends to get really red naturally from hormones. And then whatever is left, I just pick up on the Beauty Blender and I spread it all over my face. Living in LA is incredible. There are sirens all the time. Yeah, and you can hear them all the time. And that is all I do for foundation. I'm pretty sure that IT Cosmetics slogan is your skin but better, which can be insulting but also a really good slogan. It feels very, very natural and light on the skin and just kind of helps smooth out everything that needs to be smoothed out. Since I do struggle with really, really dark under eye circles, right now it's not showing. It's honestly really bright because my windows brings in a good amount of light, but I do have a lot of darkness and sometimes they get irritated as well. So when I feel like they're extra dark, I will use the MAC Prep+Prime highlighter in Bright Forecast, and I'll just sweep a little bit right where you would put a regular corrector, and I'll bring it up a little bit as well. I'll also drag it again in this area and on top, just to add a little bit of highlight and get rid of any redness that I deal with. Then from there, I use the Beauty Blender and I blend that out again. For actual concealer, this is what I normally do day to day. I don't always do the corrector as I told you guys, but I do always use the MAC Prolongwear concealer, and this is in the shade NC30. I always like to go about half a shade lighter than I would actually need, only because if you go too light, then it tends to actually create like a baggy look underneath your eyes, and of course if you go too dark, then it just doesn't match your skin and it looks kind of strange. Some people will do their exact same shade if they're not really looking to highlight underneath their eyes and they're just looking to cover up and conceal dark circles, but I personally like to highlight as much as I possibly can under there because, as I told you guys, genetically, hereditary, whatever, I do have very, very dark under eye circles, so that is what I use. I normally will do about 1 pump. It's more than enough, and what's great about this is it sets the longer it sits on your skin. I just do some dots underneath my eyes, and as you can see, I focus it right underneath my eyes and then I just kind of spread it down. And this is what's going to give me that highlighting effect. Focusing it all right where the darkness normally is, and then whatever is left, I bring it down and around, and then of course bring it up a little bit as well. From there, I'll normally just let that sit for about 5 seconds or something, because as I said, it'll set and kind of settle onto your skin, whereas sometimes other concealers, when you start using the Beauty Blender, it just absorbs it all, but with the MAC Prolongwear that does not happen. It'll actually set into your skin. As you can see, it's not really moving, it's just now being blended out. Now that I have my whole base of makeup covered, I did my foundation and my concealer, I'm going to move on to powder to set everything in place. Not everybody uses powder. In fact, I believe that if you want to go for more of like a dewy skin, dewy finish with your makeup, then I would not encourage using powder. Maybe like a very light translucent powder just to set it, but generally not using one is best for a very dewy glow. For myself, I do like to set it and I like everything to sit in place and I like a very matte finish, so I use the Makeup Forever Pro Finish in 117. To get underneath my eyes, since I do use a heavier concealer, I'll use a little fan brush and focus primarily on that, because you'll see that with the bigger, fluffier brush, it's a lot harder to actually set underneath the eyes since it's so large and dense. This is my first time doing makeup with just the viewfinder, because before when I would film makeup videos, I was able to like, I had like my setup, like my desk and my makeup area and my mirror and everything and my lights, and now I'm like, what? I used to be a makeup artist? I completely forgot. And now I'm going to use my big fluffy IT Cosmetics brush. This is the one I was saying is really hard to focus on getting underneath your eyes, so I'm just going to use that to powder the rest of my face. So I used to actually fill in my eyebrows and stuff, but honestly recently I've been so happy with the shape and the thickness of them that I don't feel the need to really fill them in or anything like that. If anything, the way that I maintain my eyebrows is just by tweezing them. So the mentality to keep to make sure that you don't over tweeze is anywhere that you just see, you know, a lot of openness and not a lot of hair, just tweeze there. Because the second you start to go into your arch, you start to mess things up and get things crazy. So what I recommend is if you want to get a really nice, thick, natural shape, is find a really good esthetician, really good one who knows how to shape brows properly, have them create the base of the shape for you, and then just start working and maintaining from there. Trust me, from someone who used to shape other people's eyebrows, that's the best advice that I can give. The eyeliner that I use is the Stila Stay All Day Waterproof Liquid Eyeliner, by far one of the best eyeliners I've ever used, because I love the tip of it, it's like nice and sharp, and I also love the finish of it, which is just a very nice, clean, matte finish. I guess I'll do this eye as it'll be easier for you guys to see. Alright, I might as well explain this as I do it, so let me zoom in. Alright, so as you can see, I've created a line, and the one thing that a lot of people make the mistake of is not knowing the shape of their eyes, right? So as you can see, when I completely relax my eyes, I have this crease right here. If I bring my eyeliner into that crease, it's going to fold, and it's going to create a very unflattering look. It's going to be much too high, it's going to fold into the crease, and it's just not gonna be good. So what I do is I pay attention to where my crease is and I start the line right where this crease ends. And in terms of knowing which direction to go on top of that, like from the start, I follow my waterline, and as you can see, it's almost as if my waterline continued to go up from where it begins. I hope that that makes sense for you guys. That's the best way that I can describe it, and I've been able to help a lot of girls figure out how to do their eyeliner with those two tips for creating their wings. So remember, extending the waterline as if it never ended, and then not letting the actual line break into your natural eye crease. From there, once I've created my sharp line, I like to then draw my triangle down, again being careful that it does not go into my line, and honestly sometimes, I've been doing my eyeliner for years, it'll still happen. So that is the start. From there, start from here and drag it in. And yes, I do tug on my eyelids, it's a habit. I can't do it any other way. I don't encourage it because yes, it does cause premature wrinkling, but I'm gonna just take it as it comes. Another really important part is when you connect the two lines. I'll show you right now what a lot of people normally do, and then I'll show you how to actually complete it. So a lot of people will normally just do this. They'll do this and it'll have this very sharp kind of cat eye. You can totally do that, that's fine, but for me, I like my eyeliner to flow as much as possible, so I then follow this thickness into the top line, and I will show you that now. So as you guys can see, I now pretty much have created a much more flowy eyeliner. I'm going to see if I can do 2 stills, that way you can see what it looked like prior to completely connecting it and now. I'm gonna finish this other eye and then we will move on to mascara. For mascara, I use just a regular eyelash curler, and then for a base or a primer, I use the Lancome, what is this called? Cils Booster XL, and then I use the YSL Babydoll Mascara in number 1, which is just the darkest black that they have. With the Cils Booster, I don't go too crazy with this, I just literally coat it just enough where I can see it. Like so. And then I go in with the mascara. For bronzer, I've been using the same bronzer for years now, and it is the Too Faced Chocolate Soleil, and then the brush that I use is a Sephora Pro brush, and it is number 53. I think it's wonderful for contour. For my contour, a lot of people make the mistake of starting up here and dragging straight down to their mouth, when that's not the way it works. If anything, you want to feel the hollows of your cheekbone and then work a little higher than that. Because I find that when I bronze my face, if I find and I focus on the hollows of my cheekbone, then I'm going to end up naturally over dramatizing my cheekbones, and they're going to look way too large and drop down. So what I do is I kind of contour through here, because I know that when I do that, it's going to help my cheeks rise up and help kind of create the hollowness deep down that I would like to see. I'm kind of sweeping it up towards my cheeks as opposed to down, because we want all of this to remain as bright as possible, or you know, as light and not contoured. And I don't know about you guys, but my contouring takes me no longer than, I don't know, a minute, 30 seconds. I don't spend that much time. I use whatever is left on the brush to create a little bit of shadow and bronze up in my temple and forehead area, and then I'll bring it underneath my chin, underneath my lips, and then on the collar, collar? Jawbone, oh my god. And then lastly, I use a blush, of course. So the blush that I've been using religiously is the MAC Mineralize blush in Warm Soul, and it looks like this. In a way, this kind of helps add to whatever contour that I've just added to my face, and this, in a sense, acts as a blush and a bronzer, at least for me. Add a little bit, and just to the apples of my cheeks, I just tap it and lightly sweep across. And it adds just the prettiest little, like, rosy. Is rosy the right color? I was so bad. If you guys watch my old makeup tutorials, I never know how to explain the colors, but it adds a nice warm glow. That's what we'll say, a warm glow. The makeup artist that can't even describe color. Oh yeah, killing the game. And bam! Face makeup done. So from here, I'll either just put on a little bit of chapstick and call it a day, or if I really want to be fancy, then I'll put on a lip color. And this is the Bite Beauty Matte Cream Lip Crayon, and this is in the color Glace. But I go for these types of colors, the very neutral pink colors. And so this is a matte. We'll see how this goes. I'm not sure how I'll like it, but I'll let you guys know. Alright, we're off to a good start. It's very creamy and rich and silky. So that is my everyday makeup tutorial, the video that you guys have all been so patiently waiting for the last year and a half. I really hope that you guys enjoyed this video. Honestly, it was so fun for me to basically relive my old makeup tutorial days. I honestly miss doing makeup so badly, and I'm slowly but surely getting back into playing with my eyeshadows and things again. If you guys enjoyed this video and you would like to see more makeup tutorials on this channel, make sure to like the video, because there are a ton of you girls that are always asking about these things. So if you guys are open to it being here, then I would be more than happy to put it on this channel, because I know it'll reach more of you guys, and I think that's an amazing thing. So I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please be sure to like the video, and that is it. I will be seeing you guys in the next video. Thank you so much for sticking it out. I hope that it was worth your time, and I'll see you guys in the next video.